Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of The Dairyman's Diary. My name is Frank, your humble host, as always. And this afternoon, we are busy. We're baling the straw from our wheat field here. We're going nice and slowly, but it's coming through in our new class baler. We're actually, as you can see there, we're using the wrapper to our advantage here. We're kind of pairing these up in twos, which is working out okay, actually. It's going to make it a little bit easier and faster to clear. So right now, for example, you can't quite see it in the rearview mirror, but I have one on the rear wrapping deck, and when this one's about ready to go, we'll put the second one on, and then yeah, we'll drop them straight off at the same time there. So like I say, bunching them up, making it all just a little bit easier. This is about ready. Not quite. What we're gonna do now is gonna pull back a touch. And that lowers out the first one, and then up comes the bale chamber back door. Drops the second one, and then I just pull forward ever so slightly here. Would lower that second one down as well. Perfect. So what we're going to be doing now, we're going to make it a little bit of a collage, really, a little bit of a full picture of what we're going to. We want to clear this field today, so that it's going to involve us baling this all, getting all the bales off. And then, hopefully, if we can, starting there, we've got a little bit of muck back there as well. I've already got a spreader booked again, so we're going to go borrow lend the muck spreader, and then we'll get the tractor down here, and we'll hopefully get the muck spreader as well. So a little bit of everything to do today. So let's watch the space and see how we get on, shall we? So from a crop standpoint there, we did actually pretty well. I think we got, this field's not the biggest here, but I think we actually averaged higher end of 3 tons to the acre there. So I think it was like just under 4 tons there. 4 tons to the acre actually, which I'm very happy about. 3.7, 3.8. Considering how the crop was coming along, very pleased with that one. So yeah, we did very well there. The straw's not looking too bad at all either, so hopefully that'll continue. We're going to try and get this all cleaned up as quickly as we can, because like I say, the weather's not looking too good moving forward. So ideally, want to be able to get this all done, cleared up tonight and get the bales off the field at the very least. Just so we don't have to worry about that again. And there that goes. Perfect stuff, that's that one done. Baler's handling this very well actually, not a problem at all there. So yeah, we're getting through this. We're going to have a fair number of bales. We're probably just going to stack them straight over the road there actually, if I'm being honest. What I am thinking about doing as well, the 78 is currently in the shed down here. I'm toying with the idea of getting that onto the combination drill as well and getting some work done there, but we might wait and see on that front. Just kind of see how we get going there. But lots to do anyway. The combine's going to stay where it is, if not maybe get pulled out of the way a little bit. But yeah, that's not going to move anywhere too far for now. But yeah, what we'll do, we'll get this all looked into, taken care of and cleaned up, and then yeah, it's back on we go with the rest of this field. Like I say, I've got the spreader there. I don't know if that should cover all the field there. We'll wait and see, but Main thing is I just want to get it on the ground, get the ground plowed over, because then we have this field that we're in now and the one over the road there to drill. And that we can just about get some winter wheat in there right now, so if we push, we could be okay. So that's what we'll kind of aim for at the very least there. Tractor really likes this new baler. Actually, it doesn't struggle with it at all, which is fantastic. That buzz is a little bit annoying, but you can't really do without it. Perfect stuff. And yeah, as you can see, it's making it just a nice and tidy field at the end of it, making sure everything's all cleaned up there, and it's looking a world better actually, I think. Much better indeed. So how are you all doing? Hope everyone is fantastic. Whatever you're getting up to, do let me know down below in the comments how it's all going, what you're working on, what you're driving in, as always. Big, huge response to the last video that we put up, so thank you for that. It's been great to get back into the swing of it all. Glad you all enjoyed it. And then yeah, do let us know if there's anything in particular you want to see. So we're just gonna kick up the speed a little bit, go up to that far end and start again. Perfect stuff. Yeah, it's getting a little bit cooler now. The sun's still shining, but it is a little bit chillier as the evening progresses here, so it's nice to kind of get this job all done, get it ticked off the list. And down it goes, guys. Okay, we're just on some of these spots that are a little bit narrow there. We're just kind of swinging through them, all slaloming a bit. The only reason we do that is to ensure that we get a nice even bale. Make sure it's nice and wide. Make sure it's nice and even across the bale as well. Otherwise, like I said, your bales will come out all looking a little bit wonky there, and no one wants that. This makes it a little bit harder to work with. Pull back again. Should be sufficient. Okay, I know where we go. Looking forward, actually. I've been down here for most of the day actually there, and you can see that the grassland around me, it's starting to actually really kick on a little bit. I'm surprised how much grass we've got down here. Almost thinking if it'll not be very good stuff at all, but I just wonder if it's worth kind of wrapping off another cut of it. I don't know if we're gonna have enough time to do that or not, but we'll have to wait and see. Alright, we'll just have a quick look at what's going on here. So like I said, not much of it left at all, but this straw bale's looking pretty good. Those two are a little bit wide apart there. And that one might be as well a little bit there. You can see I haven't quite kind of got my eye on those ones. But yeah, ultimately though, not too bad really. Everything looks pretty good here. Nice and tight round bales. Got quite a bit of got the pressure dialed up on these ones. Maybe a little bit too high, but yeah, they look okay. But yeah, ultimately we're gonna be leaving these ones here for a little bit longer. There, we'll come back in. We're just gonna get this rest of this field cleared up now with the New Holland. We'll come back down with the John Deere. We're gonna stack them in that shed there. I think I've decided for now, just to get them done nice and quickly, and then we'll move on to getting that muck licked into as well. So lots to do. We'll get going with it, and we'll catch you all later on. Alright folks, so the field is cleared. We're just going to get the field is baled. We're going to try and get this cleared as quickly as we can here. Sun is slowly going down behind us, but yeah, we'll get this all done today, I should think. We're in the 6820. The 7810 is going to be ready for us back up at the yard sooner rather than later. There we go. I got Terry out there today. Just go to pick up everything we need for that. So he's off to get the hired in muck spreader right now. Yeah, we'll just get this all cleared up nice and quickly and get ourselves on our way. We'll put a few straps on this. We're only taking, like I say, to one of the sheds over there, so it's not too bad at all. I just don't want to have to kind of re-pick them up again or anything like that, but not a problem. Nice to get back. I love clearing bales. I don't know what it is about it. One of the first jobs I started to do, working with my dad on the farm, and yeah, it's just something really satisfying about it. Clearing the fields of everything we needed, because straw is obviously so valuable to a livestock farmer these days. It costs so much if you don't have your own ground. So obviously anywhere where you can make savings like that, it's an absolute must. There we go. well. And it's absolutely a lot easier. I think I'm going to bring the telehandler down for the to crack on with the muck spreading. Put the fork on the front there, but yeah, bale handling I find is always quicker in the field with the tractor and loader. Nice to have the telehandler at the yard if you're going on the big cart there. Swap trailers around as you do it, but yeah, here like this, absolutely no competition. But what we might do actually, if we can get these all into one trailer, which I don't think we can. In fact, I'd probably go as far as saying we definitely can't. There's probably 2 loads here, I would say. What we might do, if that was going to be the case there, we could have just left them on the trailer overnight, parked the trailer in the shed so it didn't get damp, and then come about spreading the muck. But if we need to load these up, we'll load them up. No, slowly, slowly. Oh, perfect. So whilst you're watching us do this, I always like to kind of have a bit of a chat with you all there. Do let us know down below in the comments if you are currently working, what your favourite task is to do actually. I'd love to kind of hear and see what you're all getting up to. As someone put in I was reading some of the Simulation for the Nation's other comments just the other day, and there's a lot of people out there working whilst they were watching, which I find is always very interesting. So yeah, do post down below with what you're working on. What your favourite task is as well. That's always enjoyable. There we go. Perfect. Ground's nice and hard actually to travel over still, which I'm quite surprised at. It's been a bit of a wet back end of summer and early autumn, I must admit. So to see it this easy to travel on is very, very pleasing. And let's put it more, that'll do you. So we're going to continue, as always. We'll bring you along for the rest of the ride here. We'll get these all cleared up a little bit better. Continue stack them. We're going to go at least 2 high. If I can get these all on one load, then that's exactly what I'm going to try and do. So if we have to go 3 high, we might. But watch this space. We'll come back to you with a little bit of a progress report as we get closer. Well, and folks, we didn't quite get them all on. We got close. As you can see, there's quite a lot. We're just going to put some straps on here so these ones don't fall off. I'm not going far, like I say, but you never know. I should just about keep this covered and do that one as well. Okay, so that's a fair rack of them, I would say. That's not looking too bad at all. Now what we're going to do, we're going to take this and park that into the shed. We've got about... well, no, there's a spare one down there that I ejected a bit early, but there's a few more left. So what I'm going to do is we're going to take a load on the front with us as we go down there, and then what's left I might just come back and do manually, I think, just to get them done. Looks like, well, there's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 trips there maybe. See if we can't take 2 in one hit. Why not? Make it a little bit easier. Might regret that decision, but we'll find out, I guess. There's one lot there. We do have the extensions on this bale fork here, so it should make it relatively easy. What we'll probably do here is just give that one a bit of a tap. See if we can't just get these to get a bit closer. Oh, there we go. No, it might make the front end just a little bit tipsy. Ooh, go there a bit heavy. You want me to take those? I'm not, you know. Well, that's the answer to that question. So we're going back this into the shed, or at least park it up in the yard there for now, just so it's off the field. We can always come back and sort this out. I just want to try and get things all done tonight, or at least get us in a position where we're good to go. First thing tomorrow morning. I think the morning starts off not too bad, but then it really gets a bit miserable as the day goes on tomorrow. So ideally, the less we have to do whilst it's all a bit wet and miserable, the better for everybody. What a load! What a load, huh? Beautiful. Okay. I mean, I don't mind. We're going to leave the combine where it is. I think we'll come back and get that tomorrow. It's nice and quiet down here. The combine's all locked up anyway. There's not a lot going on. Just take this nice and slowly, though. And then we're just going to spin around here. Make sure we don't cut that gate post too narrow. There we go. But yeah, you can really see there's a heck of a sea of grass in here actually. It's really coming along. Now the grass over by the orchard there, that did get some slurry down onto it, so that's actually looking quite thick indeed. So maybe we do get a third cut off here, I don't know. Might be something that's worth looking at. I mean, it's always better just to have fodder. If you don't need it, then you can always sell it rather than having to, it's better to have it that way than have to try and buy some in at last notice. Which is never cheap, let me tell you. Hens are doing well as well. We're going to be looking into getting those this way. Get those next egg delivery taken care of tomorrow. Stop about there. Back we come. The question's going to be, what would we like for height there? Let's have a look. Oh heavens. Just. Oh, there is a pallet of seed at the very back there, but let's try and get ourselves in. Excellent, that'll do me. Alright, so with that we've got about half a dozen bales or so left to get in. I think we'll just quickly zip those in. And then it's going to be tight around there. We're going to be in a better position for the next time, but hey, we'll get these all under cover for now. I'll probably come down here and just shuffle these all around a bit and move these trailers out of the way. Get them all into a better position tomorrow. We've got the Bobcat down here as well that we could of course use. But for these last few, we're going to quickly get these all done and then we'll be back. Time to bring down the John Deere and see if we can get a start with that. Terry's going to bring down the loader for me, and then we're going to go up with one of the tractors here, and I'll bring down the, we don't need both, if it's a mug spread I can just do it on my own. Terry can go and get an early night, but he's going to bring that down, and yeah, we'll get everything else taken care of.
I can do this on my own. We've been waiting to find it. I can do this on my own. There's a plan behind it. I can do this on my own. We've been waiting to find it. I can do this on my own. There's a plan behind it. I can do
beautiful machine that is. Isn't it just? So here's Terry back down now with the John Deere. We've just been kind of fiddling around with the combine, really taking the header off, getting that all ready to roll. Got the pouch down here as well. Field's cleared, we're looking good, and all in about 2.5, 3 hours, so we've been flying along. Now we're just going to get into the park about there. Beautiful. Now the truck is in the yard, so I'm just going to say goodbye to Terry here. We'll get him ready to roll, and then he's all good. So Terry's gone. I do love this John Deere. I don't think I'll ever get rid of it, even when it no longer runs. That's good. I'm just gonna keep hold of it. Just look at the shape of it. Such an iconic John Deere for me. Really, really is. So pleased to have got it. It's such a workhorse on this farm. An absolute beast. So as you can see, we are now completely empty. We're gonna get this done. This muck was carted down here. Oh, probably about 4 or 5 months ago now. And it's doing really well. It's just been kind of rotting away there slowly, so it's in a good position now. And we're just going to get this put into the ground. We have this spreader hired for about 48 hours. It shouldn't take anywhere near that. If I don't get it all done tonight, there'll only be an hour or two left to go out tomorrow, I should imagine. And then, yeah, it can be pending the weather. We can get straight in with the plow, get this ground turned over, and then get the next crop of winter wheat in the ground. So that's the plan. This field's an absolute pain to plow over. There's far too many trees in here for my liking. But it does need it. It's not the best of ground yet. There are a lot of boys out there who are min-tilling right now, but for what we do for my operation, for the amount of ground that we actually cover, it's definitely not worth it. So we just leave it to those guys to do. And we'll worry about what we can control here, really. Everything's coming along quite nice. It's a busy day, but once we get this done, I'll be glad about it. And after we get this field and the field over there done, from a drilling standpoint for our winter drilling, we're done. That is us. So that'd be great to get that through. The seed is already in the yard down here, so that's even better. We don't have to worry about that. And then, yeah, it's all looking pretty healthy there, so it'd be great. Absolutely fantastic to get that done. Yeah, so I think we'll just put this load in here. We don't need to fill this full every time. We're not going very far. We'll put one more in there. Should be enough. So there's quite a lot in here. If there's any left, what I'm tempted to do, again, it comes down to traveling if I can get onto it. I'm almost going to stick it straight over that field there, because we do have a heap over there intended for that next year, actually, but I mean, we'll see what's left, because like worst case I could always put it onto the ploughed ground, but it would have to be worked in there. We'll just see how it starts to spread, see if it needs how much working in it's going to need or not. Wish we'd been able to keep hold of that John Deere JCB 416 for a while, because it would make short work of this. Sadly, I did begrudgingly have to give that one back. It wasn't easy though, let me tell you. Alright, that'll do us. Alright, so look around the spread. It's the same one I think as we actually had last time. Oh, okay. Looking around the spreader, it is the same one that we had last time. This is the Roland again. Hide it from the same place as they always do. John Deere likes it as well. Put it onto the New Holland last time on the 2.6 there. It was alright. Wasn't the smoothest, but it kind of pulled it along anyway. And yeah, we'll get this all taken care of right about now, and then we'll be good to go. So we're just gonna go. Sounds like there's a plane somewhere. Listen to the roar of the John Deere. Perfect stuff. Nice and slow he does it. We'll get through this. Like I say, it's getting on a little bit now. It's gonna start to get dark soon, I would imagine. But hey, when it does, it does. We'll just keep going until we can't go any further, I would think. Mind the tree. Okay. And that's pretty much going to be us for the day, really. So we're going to keep going along with this. We'll get as much of it done as possible. I've tried to include a little bit of every job that we've done today. It's been a busy day of doing everything, so I hope you have enjoyed that, just to kind of see what goes into it when we try and get everything done in a hurry. Let me know down below if you'd like to see anything more in particular, or if there's anything you particularly enjoy seeing, and we'll see if we can get that covered for you. I'll speak to Simulation for the Nation, get a bit more of it here and there as and when we can. Until next time though, I have been Frank, your busy host, and we'll get this one done the rest of the evening here. We'll see you next time. So until then, thank you ever so much for watching. I do hope you have enjoyed. If you have, as always, don't forget to hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, and join Simulation for the Nation, who very kindly agrees to host everything for me. And we will be bringing you some more next week, I would imagine. Until then, though, have yourself a great day. Enjoy what you're doing as always. But most importantly, happy farming.